Peace. Welcome back to the Conscious Spot YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a very simple, quick, easy, plant-based milk recipe that you can make at home with only 4 ingredients. As you may know, a lot of the plant-based milks that are available at the grocery store are full of preservatives and fillers like citric acid, xanthan gum, obviously along with artificial sugars. So today we're not going to have any of that. There's really no need to buy milk at the store. It takes 2-3 minutes at the most with the hemp milk. This is even easier in my opinion than making a nut milk, because with nut milks you have to roast or boil the nuts before you blend them to make it easier to digest. So with what we're making today, we're skipping a whole step and we're going straight to the blender. We are going to be making hemp milk. So hemp seeds are a type of seed. They're very rich in magnesium, fatty acids, fiber, on and on. Obviously we know nature is abundant and we don't ever just get one mineral from a food. We get an abundance of them. So this is really great for anyone that is looking to incorporate some more minerals into their diet, and maybe you just want to try making some things from scratch. This is a great place to start if maybe you're a little nervous or you're new to the kitchen. So you're only going to need, like I said, 4 ingredients and water, and we're just going to get straight into it. So let's go. Okay, so these are the 4 ingredients that we're going to need. We're going to need some date syrup. I love to use this as a sweetener because it's 100% dates. Please always make sure you're checking the back of anything that you're buying. Only dates in here. Really, really great. I like to use this more than agave because it's a little more natural, less refined. Then we're going to use some Ceylon cinnamon to give it a little extra flavor. I have some Celtic sea salt. We're just going to add in a tiny little pinch to bring out the flavor. And then obviously the star of the show is the hemp seeds. So let's get our blender out and get going. So if you've seen my videos before, you know that I really don't like to measure. But to make it easier on you guys, I wanted to give you a recipe with some kind of measurement so you know at least where to start. So the ratio I like to do is a 1/2 cup of hemp seeds. And remember, like with cooking, you don't need to be exact. Especially when you're making something for yourself, go based off what you like. If you like your milk more creamy, if you like it more thin, depending on what you're going to be using it for, you know, just taste as you go. I'm going to take the tiniest little pinch of Celtic sea salt, which is really high in minerals. I like to use this as anytime I'm using salt. Then we have our Ceylon cinnamon, aka the true natural cinnamon. And do to your heart's desire. I like a lot of cinnamon. So do however much you like. If you want to add in some other ingredients, some other spices, I also recommend allspice. And we're going to put in our date syrup. Again, this is up to your personal preference. If you like it sweeter, obviously put more. If you don't want any sweetener, you can omit this altogether. Then let's put in our water. So I did a 1/2 cup of hemp seeds to about 3 to 3.5 cups of water. I don't notice a huge difference if I do 3 to 3.5. Okay, so I'm going to go with 3, and I like mine a little more on the creamier side. And that is literally it. Now we're going to put the blender top on. We're going to blend this for approximately 2 minutes. You really want to make sure it's blended well. So this is not like a 10-second pulse, turn it off. No, I think 2 minutes is really what you need. Okay, now we have our beautiful, delicious, quick hemp milk. So with hemp seeds, it's not a requirement that you strain it. I personally like it better strained. I don't like a little grittiness. So what I would recommend is either use a cheesecloth or a towel and pour it in, squeeze it out, and so you get all those little gritty pieces out. Another thing you can do is take a little strainer like this, and we're finished. That's it. Look at this beautiful creamy milk. It is really so simple. It's so easy. This is a great recipe to make with kids, or if you're new to the kitchen, like I said, and you want to get your feet wet, starting making things from scratch. This literally took me 2 minutes. Like I said, it's not a requirement that you strain it, so if you don't strain it, it's even less time. And you can use this for so many different purposes. So let's say you want to have cereal, you can use this milk. If you want to make a homemade latte, maybe you brew some tea, you mix the tea with this, a little bit of cinnamon, more cinnamon I like, and maybe some date syrup for a sweetness. You can really use this for anything, any recipe that calls for a plant-based milk. And this is also great for people that have nut allergies. You know, I know a lot of people want to experiment with homemade milks, and majority of them are nut-based. So this is a really great recipe for those people. Another thing you can do with this hemp milk, if you're craving a little bit of chocolatey flavor, is you can add a little bit of cacao powder and add, maybe I would start with like a tablespoon and see how chocolatey you want it. And there you go, you have fresh homemade chocolate milk. So at The Conscious Spot, when you order our lattes, this is how we make our milk. It's very simple, it's very easy, and I really encourage you all to start making things from scratch more. You know, look at the label, see what's in it, and be creative. Find ways that you can make that at home and eliminate all of those harmful ingredients and build a connection with the ingredients and the foods, the plants that you're using. It really is so fulfilling. So I trust you enjoyed this recipe. Please let me know in the comments if you've ended up making it, if you've never made it before, and I will see you soon for another video. Peace.